Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to fully feature my rig, which I built about 2 weeks ago. It features an AMD Ryzen 9 7950X 3D, and for motherboard I'm running an MSI X670E Tomahawk Wi-Fi motherboard. For GPU I'm running an Asus Strix RTX 4090 graphics card. For cooling, I'm running a Corsair H170i Light LCD, which features a 420mm radiator. And for case, I'm running a Corsair Obsidian 1000D Super Tower case. Features lots of case fans. As you can see, everything is all blue. Blue is my favorite color. It always has been. And that's why everything is pretty much all decked out in blue, including these nice front USB ports. And so first I'm going to show you the BIOS settings in my MSI motherboard, and then we will show the overclock settings, PBO settings, and memory settings, so stay tuned. Okay guys, we are in the MSI BIOS settings for my Tomahawk Wi-Fi motherboard, featuring the AMD Ryzen 9 7950X 3D, and 32 gigabytes of G.Skill Expo DDR5 PC6400 CL32 timings RAM, and a BIOS build date of 7-26-2024, which is the latest official BIOS. So first thing I do is, for setting up my settings, is I go into overclock settings, and under advanced CPU configuration, under AMD overclocking, persistent boost overdrive, I set this to advanced, which is the very bottom setting. And then for the curve optimizer, I put it to all cores, negative offset, and negative 20 is where I have it currently. The power limit, I have it at 120 watts. There is a higher option, but I'm just going to keep it at where it's at because I'm happy with the performance and cooling temperatures with that setting there. Expo memory is enabled, like I'm running a G.Skill DDR5 6400 mega transfer memory, and we are set to 6400 megahertz. Now this setting here is very, very important. I didn't know about this until somebody commented on my video, but this UCLK div1 mode, you need to set it to UCLK equals memory clock. Now this is the uncore setting for your memory, and if you have it set to auto, it will basically ruin your memory bandwidth for your CPU or for your computer, slowing down your performance for all core workloads, and even maybe possibly for gaming. As for the voltages, everything is set to auto, and in the BIOS, it says it's at 1.308, but in Windows it ranges from 1.2 to 1.25. I don't think I ever saw it even reach 100 or 1.30 at all. So that's all the BIOS settings I have set up. And let's go back into Windows and let's run Cinebench 2024 and Cinebench R23. Stay tuned. Okay, so we got Cinebench R23 open, and I got CPU-Z open here, showing the Ryzen 9 7950X 3D. There's the motherboard, BIOS, build date, and information. And here's the memory timings and speeds. Down below that we have core temp running, and we're going to go ahead and do the multi-core test on R23. So we are loading up all the cores. The case is still closed. Hitting a max temperature of 77 degrees Celsius. And a score of 37,081. Very good. Okay, so next we're going to run Cinebench R2024, and we'll see how that performs in the same type of test. Stay tuned. Okay, so I got Cinebench R2024 open. We're going to do the CPU multi-core test. We're just going to do the short duration test because the other one takes about 10 minutes long or longer. We're going to go ahead and load up the cores now. Start. Now this test does take longer to run, so what I'm going to do is just show you a little bit of the test while it's running to show you the temperatures, max temperature. And all the cores are loading up to about 5044 megahertz. Obviously it will vary depending on the temperatures and load. We still have a max temperature of 77 degrees Celsius. And we will let this test continue to run, and then once we get towards the end, we will come back and I will show you the temperatures and also the total score. Stay tuned. And just to show you, the case is still closed, and we are still running here. The max temperature is 77 degrees Celsius. I also wanted to note my prior score here, which was only 2080 points. That was before I adjusted that uncore setting, which I said was very important to show in the BIOS. So we're going to show how much of a difference that memory setting does make when you have it properly adjusted, which I did show in the BIOS just recently in this video. So we'll see if we can surpass that score. But we're almost getting towards the end. We still have a max temperature of 77 degrees Celsius. Core clock speed still remains about roughly near where it was prior. And just to show you real time, we have surpassed the previous score. We're at 2099 points. Actually 2080. Not sure why it went lower. Max temperature is 77 degrees Celsius. And a final score of 2094. So it didn't make that much of an impact in terms of the difference with the uncore setting in the BIOS for the memory. But hey, every bit of performance is very much so appreciated. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you is the overclock settings from my Asus ROG Strix 4090 that I use for all my gaming videos. So stay tuned for that video. Okay, so I got MSI Afterburner overlay running here, and I got GPU-Z also running here. I'll go ahead and refresh my 4090 so it shows you we are running at PCI Express 16x 4.0. And for the overclock settings, I have the core voltage set to 100%, and it's also forced. So to set the core voltage to 100% forced, you go to the options here, click force constant voltage. It'll probably give you a warning when you apply. You'll click OK, then it'll probably restart, and then you'll have that force voltage. Power limit raised to 120%. Temp limit, I never really had to modify, I just leave it 84C. Core clock, an additional 170 megahertz. And memory clock, this could vary depending on how much you want. I kind of did a more of a conservative memory overclock, but I have it at 1185 megahertz. And that's my all the time 24/7 overclock settings that I've been running since I got this 4090 at launch nearly 2 years ago. And here's the actual clock speeds in GPU-Z. And the actual boost speed in games, usually it's between 3020 upwards of 3090 megahertz in gaming. But that's all the basic settings I want to show you for my new AMD Ryzen 9 7950X 3D setup. Hope you guys did appreciate the video. Hope it was helpful for some of you. And if you did like the video, do give this video a like. And if you want to see more content like this, more 4090 game videos, more PS5 videos, and more content featuring gaming benchmarks, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support. I'll see you guys around. Later, guys.